Do you ever feel left out? Like you're not heard or not seen? Maybe you're getting passed over for a promotion, or maybe the team just feels like they click in a way that you don't jive with and you're not included. Or maybe it's a place in your family or your friends. I've felt that way before. And what happens when you think that way? Well, you start to have thoughts like, I don't fit in here. And maybe you start talking about it and sharing about it and thinking about it at night. And you're running these thoughts through your mind. And of course, your brain is now sending information down to your body in the form of chemicals so that you can feel the feelings associated with thinking left out thoughts. And so now you feel left out and you're thinking left out. And something else is happening. Your reticular activating system is in your brain, and it is scanning your environment to confirm the thought that you don't belong or that you're left out. And it looks for all the areas in your life where that is true. Have you ever done that? I know I have. I feel left out in one area, and I just find all the places where this is true. And once you confirm all of these places, well, now the reticular activating's job is to confirm the thought that you had. And now, guess what? You have a belief. You have a belief that you're not part of the team, or that people leave you out, or you're never heard. And guess what happens when we believe something? Well, I mean, obviously, if you believe something to be true, you're going to behave in those ways, right? If you think that something's dangerous, for example, you're not going to go do it because you believe it's dangerous. The person who didn't believe that very same thing wasn't dangerous would do it. So we behave in the ways that are congruent with our beliefs. So now you believe that these people don't like you, or you are left out in some way. And so you behave that way. Maybe you don't engage in as much conversation. Maybe you hold yourself kind of off at the sidelines while other people are talking. Maybe you don't pitch your ideas in a meeting because you believe that no one cares about your opinion. So now you're behaving like an outsider. What do you think that signals? Well, that signals other people to treat you that way, that you don't belong, you don't want to belong, you don't care to belong. You miss all the signals of maybe being brought in. Maybe people extending an olive branch, or people actually wanting you there. You're not looking for that. You're looking for the left out. And so that is the experience that you have. I have had that on more occasions than I care to remember. Here's the thing. Even if there's any truth to what your mind is telling you, if you don't act that way, you can unwind that whole thing. You start to ask the question from the way that I talk about inside out. What do I want? As opposed to, what are all these other people doing to me? And how does that happen? The way that we get out of that place of this belief that no, everybody really is against me, is to calm the brain and body down so that you can open your focus and see more than what your brain is directing you to see, to get curious. And guess what happens then? Well, you have changed who you're being. And when you change who you're being, everything changes. I have literally had people in my life who weren't talking to me for a year because of whatever belief they had. And I just kept acting as normal because I didn't believe that there was anything wrong or that there was anything to be so upset about. What happened? Sure enough, one day, there they were again, just like everything was normal. And I knew that would happen because I knew if I just did not feed all of the victim stuff that wanted to come up in me, all this of, oh, nobody likes me. Oh, this always happens. I'm always the outcast. I knew if I didn't feed that, the universe would not be able to feed it back to me, and that person would not be able to continue to treat me that way. But that's not always how it was. Back in the day, I used to go into all of those victim programs, and I just had more and more and more of the same experiences. But it turns out that when you do the work to change yourself and your relationship with yourself, everything changes, including the way the people around you begin to act and see you. If you see yourself as someone who is never heard and unimportant and passed over, that is how the world is going to see you. If you see yourself as someone who has good things to say and valuable information and is worthy and part of and relevant in whatever circle you're in, that's how other people are going to see you. And it doesn't have to be loud. That's not like a statement, right? The statement comes when you feel insecure about it. It comes when you're truly feeling it. It comes just naturally. You're just a presence. You just believe that presence in yourself. So what I'd like for you to do is question the thoughts that you are so certain are true. Open your focus and then shift your energy around it from a defensive place to a place of relaxed, calm, curiosity. And if you do that, truly do it from an energetic perspective, not just with your mind, but an energetic perspective, I guarantee you, things around you and the people around you will begin to change. And you will have an opportunity to decide whether or not you even want to be part of that crowd or that thing that's going on. Because that's really the question. We don't define our lives based on what other people think or want from us. We should be defining our lives based on what it is we want and think of ourselves. And I have seen more people take themselves out of an opportunity or a situation or a loving group because of what's going on in their mind. And the team or the group going, I don't know why that person is doing that. I don't know why they don't want to be part of us or why, right? It had to do with what was happening inside that person. When you take care of what's inside of you, then you can more accurately diagnose, like, okay, is this a group of people I want to be around? Is this a business that I want to be involved in? Is this a vision that I hold and can get behind? Try it.